Senator Omogeni, sorry.
Madam Speaker, I want to begin by thanking all the senators who have made a contribution towards the motion that is on the floor of the House, Madam Speaker, and I would like to emphasize only two things. Madam Speaker, you are a member of the Devolution Committee, and you know, Mr. Speaker, that even the law that was cited, Madam Speaker, even the law that was cited in gazetting sittings outside the county assembly premises was lacking in any legal basis. Madam Speaker, the Speaker cited Article 126(1) of the Constitution. And Madam Speaker, you and I know that Article 126(1) makes reference to sittings of Houses of Parliament. And under our Constitution, Madam Speaker, the only Houses of Parliament that are known in this Republic is the National Assembly and the Senate. Issues dealing with sittings of any county assembly outside the gazetted premises is governed by the provisions of Section 2B of the County Government Act, which requires the county assembly to put a motion on the floor, pass a resolution, Madam Speaker, before they proceed to sit in any sittings outside the county assembly gazetted premises. So I agree with the committee, Madam Speaker, when you make a finding at page 29, Roman 7, that any sittings that may have been held contrary to the provisions of Section 7B are invalid and contrary to the law. And I think, Madam Speaker, the amendment of Senator Ogenda is simply to bring that finding of the committee to be part of the interim committee recommendation. So it does not go contrary to the findings of the committee. Two, Madam Speaker, it seems, Madam Speaker, that the county government, the county assembly of Nyamira, together with the county government of Nyamira, are running a criminal enterprise. There is no way, Madam Speaker, you can use a team of 12 MCAs to sit outside the gazetted premises, pass a budget where you saw the report that was brought by the other 22 MCAs, where, Madam Speaker, it is alleged, and I'm using the word carefully, it's alleged that the governor is supporting some companies that are associated with a certain clique of MCAs that are aligned to him. Madam Speaker, that does not support devolution. You had allegations being made that businesses that are supposed to be done by youths in the county government of Nyamira are being done by companies associated with a clique of a few MCAs. We have a role, we have a duty, Madam Speaker. We have an obligation as a Senate to defend devolution and also protect the resources that we send to our counties. I fully agree with the recommendation that have been made by the amendments that were introduced and that have been approved by the House, that EACC, DCI should pitch camp in Nyamira, Madam Speaker. When you see this confusion being created by the governor himself, because he's the one, Madam Speaker, as you heard from the other team of MCAs, who opts to send the approval of the budget to the group that illegally sits outside the county assembly premises. Madam Speaker, if we allow this to happen, then it's better we should have remained with the former pre-2010 Constitution. Because, Madam Speaker, the 2010 Constitution was supposed to address issues of impunity. What impunity can we talk of as a Senate, other than a situation where, Madam Speaker, and county assembly all sittings outside the parameters of the law goes on to process a budget, an appropriation is done, and money is withdrawn, and we don't see arrests, Madam Speaker. That is the highest level of impunity. If it can happen at the county assembly, Madam Speaker, the national government will also employ the same tricks, where we will say a team of members of National Assembly can go and sit somewhere else, pass a budget, and then money is withdrawn, Madam Speaker. I urge, Madam Speaker, the government institutions that have been cited in this recommendation, EACC and DCI, to move to Nyamira as soon as yesterday, Madam Speaker. Conduct investigations, Mr. Speaker, where arrests have to be made, let them be made, Madam Speaker, and those who must face the full force of the law should face the full force of the law. Madam Speaker, we are here to protect devolution. I have nothing personal against any group of MCS in Nyamira. I have nothing personal against the governor of Nyamira. But it's in the interest of I, as Senator of Nyamira, and the other senators to ensure that we do not have a situation where impunity reigns in the county government of Nyamira. Madam Speaker. Finally, Madam Speaker, as late as yesterday, even after the initial recommendation that was made by the committee, we are still having a situation where we have 2 sets of county assemblies, we have 2 sets of speaker, we have 2 sets of clerk, we have 2 messes in that assembly. It's something that we cannot be proud of as a Senate, Madam.
1 minute for him to finish.
Yes, that is something that we cannot be proud of, Madam Speaker. We have a role, Madam Speaker, of ensuring that there is sanity. And if this persists, Madam Speaker, if this persists, we should be more drastic in our recommendations, Madam Speaker, and ensure that no funds will go to the county government of Nyamira if the governor does not put his assembly in order. We cannot allow this degeneration of chaos, this negative reporting every day about a great county like the county of Nyamira. And I thank you for protecting Dr. Fred Matiang'i from the insinuations that were being made by Senator Okech that he could be part of the enterprise of Governor Nyaribo. He's a clean man, Madam Speaker, and we don't want him to be associated with the level of incompetence being displayed in the county government of Nyamira. I thank you, Madam Speaker.
He's done. He's done. Senator Tobiko for. No. There's no other senator, so Senator Tobiko is actually replying on behalf of the committee.
Yeah. Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, thank you for giving me this opportunity to reply on behalf of the chair and on behalf of the committee, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, the situation in Nyamira is complex. Madam Speaker, as the House has now heard, that the County Assembly is divided into 2, a group that is holding meetings outside the usual chamber, and another team, Madam Speaker, with a speaker, an MCA, a sitting MCA purported to be a speaker, Madam Speaker, and even court rulings that seems to complicate the situation further. Madam Speaker, let me say, members of the Committee of Devolution have listened carefully to the contributions of members. Madam Speaker, and for the comfort of the many members who have spoken and spoken passionately, the committee will take into consideration the views of members before doing the final report, Madam Speaker,